Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Gor Rok playthrough with hopefully a shiny new thumbnail, so please let me know what you think of that, because it's an experiment. If it's terrible, tell me. Here in Total Warhammer 2, Hunter and the Beast. Big thank you for the early access, even though it's past, which CA gave me for this. That means a huge amount to me, guys. Okay, anyway, jumping back into this, where were we? We've just pieced out with Wolfheart, because I'm a wuss. I know, because we're dealing with the elves. We don't have too big a border, but I'm moving armies up to be able to intercept any elven forces which are being sent my way, and soon, my lovelies, we will have a we'll be able to build a Dreadsaurian. Whether we can afford a Dreadsaurian is a different matter entirely. But we're working towards that, because I want to have a Dreadsaurian in an army, and I want to see it eat everything. We are going to start heading down towards the elven territories, which we are going to start nomming up there. And yeah, let's keep going. I have been asked to put subtitles on. I've not done it yet. I will be doing that soon. Okay, so they're running towards Chaka. These guys are really weak. I'm not actually worried about their remaining armies there, because they are very weak and they wouldn't even be able to deal with anything. Now, they may go into the stance where they rebuild. You know what I mean. So I do have to be aware of that, but happy to let Zlanhupek build up there for the time being. They are still fighting the Hunt Marshal, so that's actually good. Ooh, so opposing ritual has been started. We're getting there. I'm in no rush to do those rituals, by the way, guys, so
ridiculous. Futile.
it's not. I'd better chase them down, or at least try to. I really should be saving up. Yeah, we're not going to spend any money this turn, so I can recruit something shiny. He says, well, he's built this. No. I know what the upkeep is. I don't know how much a Dreadsaurian costs. I imagine it's going to be expensive. Ah, here they go, sneaking back in. That's fine. They can't hit there instantly, and even there, we can potentially push them off into their own territory. So drive them back to their own cities in the west before we start the next ritual. Ideally, what I want to do is just wipe everything out around me, which isn't. Ooh, that's interesting. Well, which is one of the main factions who's likely to go to war with me, so.
No!
4 turns. Oh! But I mean, look at those stats, guys. 750 weapon strength, 612 missile damage, 1400 HP, 3200 to build. Anyway, let's build. And you can only have one. Is that one per building or one in total? Yes, so it's per building. Oh, that's awesome. That kind of makes sense with how ridiculously OP they are. And we can get Sacred Croxies as well. What's the difference between Sacred and normal? They do more damage. Do magic damage. They're not armor piercing. How much extra damage? So that's a lot of armor piercing. Not a lot of actual weapon damage in there. They are very good. Let's have another look. Sorry. So actually, I suspect they're actually almost better. Even though they're not anti-infantry, that extra overall damage is quite good. And the magic damage, which is why they're substantially more expensive. Let's get a couple of them going too. Okay, and now we've got the Tablet of Beasts to build as well. We have just spent a lot of monies. We are going to get those Dreadsaurians and Croxies into Gor Rok's army as soon as we have them, guys. And we'll Temple Guard it up a bit there. And we'll obviously, that army's going to... This is where, while he gets the buffs to Saurus Warriors, long run, I'm actually really going to not want to do that. Oh, god damn it, did I forget to move him? I'm a numpty. Long run, we're going to want to look at other options there for how to deal with things. So, ideally, we will put ourselves in a you know, we will try and put us there. Can't talk. We'll build a better army, which will be very, very monstrous. I will have some Temple Guard in there. I'll probably still keep some Saurus Warriors in there. Because actually, for general melee usage, Saurus Warriors are actually slightly better than Temple Guard. Oh, yes. Oh, we actually caught them. What? I'm gonna make sure we drive them right off. Yeah, the income is good. To start with, let's actually just get ourselves up. Ooh, what else do I still need to get? Yeah, I need to get that. So we can get Ripidactyls as well. Not that I kind of gone past the point where I'm going to use Ripidactyls, so do I really even want to bother with that building? Because let's be honest, am I going to have any use of them in my armies now? I don't think I really will, so actually... Beast Driver, okay. Ooh. That's the one we want. I actually want to go fully down both of those, so... Hmm. %5 ward safe for all units is actually really bloody cool. And now that we're getting everything out of the way, I'm just going to get myself onto a wall building flurry. Okay, we're going to get those armies together and we're going to push on the monument of there to start this campaign against the elves. I've potentially got a bit of a risk there, but in a couple of turns I'll potentially have Dreadsaurians to block that route. So, not overly worried. Again, my big issue here is simply how long it takes to get around, so maybe I should be using it. I don't think it speeds up my speed, but it slows down my enemies, so we probably want to get some of those buildings, whatever they were bloody well called. Oh, no, it does increase mine, so it's scrying pools. You can head back down to there while we're making our way around. Let's just make sure that we do have... Oh. Oops. Sorry, guys. Not that they're replenishing at all. There is a Dreadsaurian regiment of renown. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I mean, yeah. Dreadsaurians may be a little OP to have multiples of my armies, but that's not gonna stop me doing it, guys, let's be honest. You know, we want to get scrying pools out in all of my territories as well, just to increase the movement range of all of my armies, because helping me get around my empire is actually quite a big thing. Nope. I didn't have a clue I was at war with you, but I'm not peacing out with you. Don't care what they're doing. Two normal Croxies going. I want to get Scrying Pool there, so we're going to save. Oh, there's no walls there. Ah. Let's try and assassinate someone. Any good picture? Yeah, we're fine. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get those Dreadsaurians into the army, into Gor Rok's army straight away. But once we get a chance to, we will. I want to rejig his army a bit anyway. We'll get those Croxies in there as well, because Croxies are awesome too. And yeah, that should all provide some nice buffs to us. I suspected they'd do that. I'm a bit worried they're going to sneak behind me, but if they do, they do. They should probably build the scrying pool in another territory, but we've got the room here. I still want to get to use them. Note how I'm not doing his range stuff, I'm doing his non-range stuff for when he ends up on a Stegodon. And when he ends up on an ancient Stegodon, I will actually be moving him back into an army. So I'm using him as an assassin for the time being. There you go, you see, they're going to try and sneak out behind me. I may try and bring Hexalotl into this war as well. Because that will just protect me from that army sneaking around. Not that that army is powerful enough to do much to me, so... I'm going to get to the annoying position soon where I'm going to want to be starting that next ritual. Ideally, what I really wanted to be was at peace at the moment, with none of these petty squabbles going on. So it might be a matter of just battering the elves into submission. So I don't really want territory spanning both sides. And one Mikkel can pull back. We're going to push forwards this way.
Death holds no
I don't believe those odds. I think we've seen before that the Lizardmen odds are skewy. I mean, they're skewy now. Oh, there may be a few more archers there than I was thinking there would be. We'll see how this goes. This may be a bit more painful than I thought. This is a very, good army. I just want to be a little careful with my ranged units. I'm going to keep that much.
Itza. Gor Rok.
Move. And you guys can just move up a bit too. Basically, the main plan here is just going to be to close on them and hit them as quickly as possible. There we go. I want the improved recharge rate and increase the power reserves just so we can get more magic ready. Basically, you should always drop that. I mean, ideally you want to be dropping that on cooldown. I wish you could kind of auto... I wish things... There. It would be much better if it was a kind of constant tick rather than a on click. It's really annoying remembering to click it at the right times. I can cast that on a unit. That's quite useful to know. Basically, I want to try and bring them around. I don't quite get why they're pushing themselves into the corner, because that's actually about the worst thing for them to do against me. There we go. Will that follow? No, but it will at least help reduce the damage a bit. Oh wow, you can pull back. That is a lot of explodiness. Let's pop some elves. Wow, that was beautiful. Let's throw all of our abilities out. I want you to just try and carve your way through to their lord. You guys can charge in. I'd kind of forgotten about you guys. Right there, please. Oh, there we go. See, that's what I mean by I always forget to press that. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Where's the best clump to blow up? I think here. Here we go. Oh, they were already beginning to break. You guys can fire on them. You can pull over here to get onto their cav. This is fine. So this is where I don't quite get why they pushed themselves into the corner like that, because they've removed all of their mobility here. And as such, it's actually making them easier to take out. Whereas if they'd stayed open in the field, they'd have been able to spread their formation out much more, which would have made them harder to deal with. They're going to run into that. Come on, go off, go off, go off in time. One last explosion. There. I'm happy with that. Yeah, we took a few losses, but we killed a few. Yeah. Croak only killed 430. To be fair, that would have been a win anyway. Croak really does help break them. He is ridiculously OP. I'm not even going to put it out, pretend he's not. I mean, he has won me some battles. But the Saurus Warriors are good, because he works, but he works because I've got a line which holds long enough to be able to throw that ability out multiple times.
We will reclaim our treasures.
Nice. I do love some of these. So he obviously gets buffs to Croxy, so he probably wants a Croxy heavy army long run as well. Just keep buffing him up a bit for now. Walls out. No, I'm not surprised Gor Rok's leveled up. Grab that so we can get into the next tree. There we go. I am very happy with how this is all going at the moment. damn it. Oh, I am at the next ritual now. I'd have to expect it's they're not too bad. Altar of a Horned Rat definitely needs rejigging. Oh wow. In fact, I'm going to get rid of everything and I'm going to get public order buildings there, and I'm going to start heading back there. There's no army here, honest. I am not ready for the next ritual yet. I mean, I'm nowhere near. My armies are nowhere near where I'd need to be defending, so. I find if you auto, you always kill them all, whereas if you don't always kill them all, which confuses me a little. I suspect we're still getting rid of some scathe and corruption over the altar, but no, that's not bad. Itza, I'm honestly not fussed about. Itza can hold itself with its garrison against everything and anything which is thrown at it, so. I mean, not quite. When we get to the end, it'll get tricky. The last ritual is fun. I actually want the Hunt Marshal to do quite well there because it will hopefully push a thing. No. Because I actually want to take some of that territory long run. I want to take the bottom half of here. I don't necessarily want to war with them, but I'm not particularly worried about, you know, having... I'm not worried about them. I'm fighting this. You know why I'm fighting this, guys. There's 2 units in this army I want to see. And obviously we've got my Sacred Croxies, which I want to have a look at as well. So Carlot here is going to have some fun. Whoa! I'm getting an issue from him. It has just dropped, guys. There are inevitably going to be some issues, and I probably need to update my graphics card. That thing is immense. Oh, wow. Okay. They look funky. Yes, I'm only using a tiny fraction of my army here. Because I want to see what they look like in battle. Hang on, let's It's gonna be unit detail. Nope. I suspect I need to update my graphics cards, guys. So, or it's something from battle, or it's literally some little tiny thing. These things do happen. So, I've worked. Literally, I've worked as a QA tester, seeing issues like this. In the game I was on, there was an issue which was happening. I'm not mentioning a specific game, but one of the games I worked on, there was a specific graphical bug which made the game magically turn so it looked like, literally looked like hell. And it happened once in a blue moon, and I mean, we still hadn't tracked it down when I left there. It was one of those things which just completely randomly turned up, and so it can be pretty much impossible to track some of these things down. Oh, they're already bloody. And the skinks on top are shooting away with their immense amount of damage.
Prepare for impact.
Oh! I mean, its steps are only slow, but its slow steps are actually quite fast. Oh! It did just bite one. Straight into the cab, straight into the cab. While it's too close, get them. Oh, that is awesome. However, they aren't quite as tough as I'd heard. You know, they are taking some damage from a ranged. Get rested, you can come down and engage. I actually don't really want to lose that guy. It does make a very easy target. That is the one thing I will say about it. That said, with other things around it, it wouldn't necessarily be a problem. The fact that I've charged them in on their own was a bit foolish of me, to be fair. Sacred Croxies can go chase these guys down, who are not gonna last long, let's be honest. Even against the normal Croxies, I mean, the Sacred Croxies probably aren't quite as good against them, though there's not going to be much in it. Oh, I like that! Because obviously they don't have the big weapons, so they can do that. That two-handed run is awesome. Oh, and we've caught them in the corner. Really? Do you reckon they're going to make it back before they break? Oh, 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 no! They bravely charged at us, then decided it was a bad idea. Did he just eat one? Unfortunately, I missed it because there was a banner in the way. They are awesome! I mean, they didn't get a huge amount of kills, but to be fair, it wasn't the best battle for them to be in. That was absolutely phenomenally insane. And I mean, could you imagine them fighting something like a dragon? They'll just rip it in two. Because I don't know how AoE their attack is, but I imagine, you know, they seem to do lots of damage, but they didn't wipe a unit out. With that much damage, it was AoE, it would be doing a mammoth amount of damage to units. So it's probably quite focused. I could be completely wrong. But I imagine they would rip things like dragons in two.
What you seek can never come to pass.
Anyway, guys, before we do that, one day they'll confederate. As always, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please feel free to pop any comments in the comment section or jump over to my Discord and say hi. There's a link to my Discord in the comments and the description, as well as links to my Twitter, my Patreon, and my affiliations with Overclockers and Humble Bundle Games, so please check them out. As always, thank you for watching.